Hey guys, my name is Gabby, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm gonna be filming my September book haul. I just stop and think there, like, what month is it right now? Not sure. This month I only got 12 books. I only purchased 4 books for myself this month, and then the rest were sent by publishers. Yeah, so this is gonna be a very quick book haul, so let's just jump right into it. The first books I have to show you are from my September Book of the Month picks, and so that'll be these 3 books here. The first one is Cross Her Heart by Sarah Pinborough. This is an adult thriller, and it is the same author as one of my favorite thrillers, Behind Her Eyes. I was really excited to read this, so I did end up reading this in September, and it wasn't my favorite thing in the world, unfortunately. It follows these 3 women. It follows this mother, Lisa, and then her daughter, Ava, who just turned 16, and then Lisa's best friend, Marilyn, and there's like all these secrets about Lisa's past that you don't really know about, and then Ava has her own secrets going on about dating this guy that's like way older than her. I don't know, it was just very, kind of boring and anticlimactic in my opinion, but yeah, you'll hear more about this later. The next Book of the Month pick I have is Fashion Victim by Amina Akhtar, and this one is also an adult thriller, but it's more like a dark humorous type of thriller, I think, because it says it's Heathers meets The Devil Wears Prada. This one follows this New York City fashion editor named Anya St. Clair, who's on the verge of greatness, and she's going to be offered a position, but she's afraid that this other girl is going to get the position. So it says, when Sarah becomes her top competition for a promotion, Anya's plan to win her friendship goes into overdrive. In order to beat Sarah, she'll have to become her. I don't really know what that means, but I'm really excited to read this. It sounds like the kind of dark humor and dark comedy that I really enjoy, so hopefully I'll read that one soon. And the last Book of the Month pick that I have is The Silence of the Girls by Pat Barker. It has little like specks of gold all over it. This one was the winner of the Booker Prize. This one is going to be getting a lot of praise. Yeah, it says it's set in the midst of literature's most famous war. Pat Barker turns her attention to the timeless legend of the Iliad, as experienced by the captured women living in the Greek camp during the final weeks of the Trojan War. So, I don't know, Greek mythology isn't really my thing, but I might give this one a chance. These next 2 are from Penguin Random House. The first one I'm going to show you is Windhaven, which is a graphic novel by George R.R. Martin and Lisa Tuttle. And George R.R. Martin, if you didn't know, is the writer of Game of Thrones. So this is his new graphic novel. It's all in color, and it's all just like so beautiful. Like, I really want to read this soon. It takes place among the scattered islands of a world called Windhaven, where no one holds more prestige than the silver-winged flyers, humans born on handcrafted wings who cross treacherous seas, braving shifting winds and sudden storms to bring news, gossip, songs, and stories to Windhaven's far-flung communities. It's about these people who can, like, fly and shit. They're trying to establish competition so that instead of people being inherited into being a flyer, they get to, like, vote in or choose somebody to be the next flyer person. So it sounds like it has, like, a strong, like, political message in this, too. I am definitely interested in reading this one soon. The next one from Penguin Random House is Our House by Louise Canlish, and this one is another adult thriller. This one is about this woman who comes back to her house and she sees all of her possessions are gone and these strangers are like moving into her house, and she's not quite sure what's going on and why that's happening. And it's even more creepy because her husband and her kids are like gone and she can't find them, and like there's just strangers moving into her fucking house. And it's like, as their nest comes tumbling down, Fiona will discover how little she truly knew her husband, as well as a betrayal so shocking it will teach her to keep her own secrets behind locked doors. This is described as a domestic suspense. It's disturbing and addicting, so I really want to read this soon. I think I'm gonna read this in October because this gives me October vibes. And for the last books that I was sent, these were all sent by Source Books. These 3 books here, and so they're all by the same author. So this one is Arabella by Georgette Heyer, and this one is The Grand Sophie, and then this one is Frederica. And I wasn't sure what these were because, you know, these look like they're all a part of the same series or something, but I checked online because, like, there's literally no descriptions on these books anywhere. So I did end up looking online, and apparently these are all, like, classics from, like, the 60s, I want to say. I know one of these came out in the 60s, so I'm assuming all of them came out around that time. But yeah, so these are all, like, historical fiction romances, I guess, from the 60s. So that's really interesting, but I guess they just got published with these new cute covers. The old ones just have, like, women from the old days on them, just like posing, so the old covers weren't really great, and so now they republished them with all these fancy cute pastel covers. So yeah, so thank you to Source Books for sending me these. The last books are ones that I bought for myself. So first off, I want to show you Josh and Hazel's Guide to Not Dating by Christina Lauren. I bought this one off of Amazon because, you know, Christina Lauren is an auto-buy author for me. It follows this girl named Hazel who lives in Portland, Oregon, and she's an elementary school teacher, and she meets this guy named Josh in college, and she like embarrasses herself in front of him so many times. 7 years after college, they meet again under strange circumstances. They become like instant best friends, and they start setting each other up on blind dates, and they go on these double date blind dates together all the time, and it's just really hilarious, really entertaining, and just a very awesome lighthearted romance. If you're in the mood for like a light romantic comedy type read, this is perfect, and it's probably one of my favorite Christina Lauren books since Autobiography. So yeah, loved it. The last 3 that I bought for myself at a thrift store. First one I found was In the Woods by Tana French, and I wanted this one because I feel like a lot of people are obsessed with this series. I think it's a series that follows this detective. In her debut thriller, 3 children leave their small Dublin neighborhood to play in the surrounding woods. Hours later, their mother's calls go unanswered. When the police arrive, they find only one of the children gripping a tree trunk in terror, wearing blood-filled sneakers and unable to recall a single detail of the previous hours. 20 years later, Detective Rob Ryan, the found boy who has kept his past a secret, and his partner investigate the murder of a 12-year-old girl in the same woods. Yeah, so this series follows this detective, Rob Ryan, and then it's like, in the past, he experienced something horrific in the woods that I don't even think he remembers, and then it's like he comes back 20 years later as a detective now, trying to figure out what exactly is going on in these woods. So yeah, this one sounds really good, and I know this one has like such high reviews. I mean, anything by Tana French does, and I haven't read anything by her yet, so that's why I got this one. The next book that I have from the thrift store is The History of Us by Leah Stewart, and I honestly only got this because it was 50 cents at my thrift store, and I thought that this cover looked really beautiful, and it looked like it was a thriller, which it is a thriller, but I checked on Goodreads, and this book has like extremely low ratings, so I'm not too sure if I'm gonna actually end up enjoying this one. But this one is about this girl named Eloise, and she's on her way to teach a class at Harvard when she receives a devastating phone call. Her sister and her husband have been killed in a tragic accident, and she must return home to Cincinnati to take their 3 children. 2 decades later, when she is still in the house with the grown-up 3 children of her sister, her mom makes this competition of like which one of the kids is gonna get the house. One of the kids has this life-changing secret and whatever. I don't know, like it sounds interesting to me, but I'm not too sure about this one. I don't know. The last book that I got at the thrift store is This Is How It Always Is by Lori Frankel. And I wanted to get this one because I've been hearing about this one non-stop lately, and it's this contemporary fiction novel. It follows this little boy named Claude, who's 5 years old, the youngest of 5 brothers. He dreams about being a princess, and so he said when he grows up he wants to be a girl. So the parents want him to be whoever he wants to be. They're just not sure that they're ready, that they want to share that with the whole world since he's only 5 years old. But then it says soon the entire family is keeping his secret until one day it explodes. I don't know, it just sounds like it might be so good, and so I really want to read this one. I'm so happy I found it. It was only 75 cents at my thrift store. Like, what? This is like a newish release too. It just came out last year, so I'm excited. I really want to read this. If you've read this one, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments, please. Those are all the books that I received in September. It was quite a small haul this month, but I feel like I got some really great things in here. Definitely at the top of my TBR is This Is How It Always Is. Along with Fashion Victim, I really do want to get to this one soon. October is right around the corner, and I'm going to be in the mood for some thrillers, so I might have to get to these first in October, and then maybe save something more contemporary feel-y for this in November maybe. I don't know. I'm excited though to get to all of these, so thank you guys so much for watching. If you've read any of these books, let me know what your thoughts are, or let me know what your favorite out of these are, or let me know what you've hauled this month and what you think I should check out. Thank you guys so much for watching as always, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.